Right.
Always committed for men, right? And I'm gonna show you that. Give me Exodus 28, right? And guess what? A lot of our people don't know that that's biblical.
Bring it
A lot
out.
of our people don't know that. Look, this is the problem with the church. They're not teaching us the Bible for real.
Right.
They're not really teaching us the Bible for real. They're not really about God. They're about that paper, sis. I'm telling you. They about the paper. They about the money. We was holding Micah. We gonna get it. Just give me some time, right? Because we own the commandments. Because I want you to get the kingdom.
That's right.
I can talk about these wicked ass pastors all day. But if you don't change what you need to do, there's no kingdom for you. That makes sense? Watch this, read.
Exodus 28,
Verse 40.
Exodus 28 and verse 40. And for Aaron's sons, thou shalt make coats, and thou shalt make for them girdles and bonnets.
No, 41. So the point is Aaron's sons, right? 42? No, yeah, it's 41. Go ahead.
Verse 41. And thou shalt put them upon Aaron thy brother, and his sons with him, and shall anoint them, and consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office.
Nah, it starts on
42.
42.
Verse 42.
So the point is Aaron and his sons, okay? Go ahead.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt make them linen breeches.
Linen what?
Linen breeches.
Linen what?
Breeches.
What is breeches? Think about it. That's an old-fashioned term, right? Especially they use that in the South. Pull up your breeches. What is breeches? Pants.
That's
That
right.
is referring to, okay? Read on.
Come on, brother. Come on.
Linen breeches to cover their nakedness.
To cover their what?
To cover their nakedness.
So now we understand what pants was made for the men to cover their nakedness, right? So now who taught you it was okay to wear pants? Think about it. We gotta dissect that mind, and we gotta unwind the mind that we got from the people that oppress us.
Bring it out.
Who taught you it's okay to wear pants? If God taught you the opposite, give me Deuteronomy 28:48.
Yo.
Who taught you it was okay to wear pants? Because that's not biblical.
Right.
That's not godly.
Right.
Right? Watch this. Read.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So God said, you know what? Because we don't want to serve God, sis, we're going to have to serve our enemies. They did this to us. You see the slave ships? You see at one point in time, you see that sister carrying the white baby?
Bring it out.
Taught us not to love ourselves and love our own.
That's right.
And to build our own children. They always taught us to nurture them and love them more than to love us.
That's right.
You understand? And that's why we gotta unravel that. You know what that's called? Witchcraft. For example, what does Christ look like? What does Christ look like, sis?
Yo.
A cross? Or?
Huh? No, what does he look like? Like his physical image.
Oh,
What does he look like?
I don't know.
You see that?
Bring it out, all right.
If you had to name any nation on earth what he looked like, who would you say? Any nation on earth. What was the only nation on earth that recreated a Jesus? You can go to, you got your phone right now?
Yes, I do, but
What is low battery? Okay, all right. So now somebody Google Jesus Christ for it. I'm gonna show you. Google Jesus Christ. Google. Right?
Teach, all right.
So now we're gonna show you who taught you to wear pants. Right? Watch this. You see that? You go to Google, right? Look, who is that? That's the image that they gave us, right?
Bring it out.
That's the image. That's the image that they gave us. What about this? Turn that so the sister can see. Them is the images that they gave us to choose from when it comes to our Savior.
Teach,
Oh,
Chuck.
I
Bring
think
it out.
That's not the image I had.
Right, but what the image that you got in your mind?
It wasn't looking like that.
Or what is it looking like?
I know that's the one they gave us.
That's the one they gave us. But when you think of Jesus Christ, think about it. Think about it. What image do you have when you're praying to God? When you get your prayers in, what image do you have in your mind?
Teach, Chuck.
Think about it. What image do you have? Because he walked the earth. Have you never thought about it? What Christ looked like?
I do.
Describe it.
I don't really like to get into it too
No,
much
describe
detail
what your
because that's
Savior
my
look
personal.
like.
That's my personal thing.
So
I'm not
sis,
too
look.
religious.
Okay,
you know,
and that's okay.
But I hear you,
And that's
it's
okay.
nice to, you know.
And look,
share different
sis,
views of things.
all of us don't
So-
know things, and it's okay.
Right.
No,
We all-
for surely I didn't learn a lot.
Okay,
I
all
learned a lot
praises.
sitting here.
So
Even
now,
the time from the time
I want to
got my
answer a
card.
question, right, that I stated to you.
answer
Who
that question.
told you it was okay to wear pants, right?
Joseph.
Who told you that? How you doing, Joseph? How you doing, brother? Right? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Mexican, all praises. Stick around, bro. So now watch this. This is who taught you it was okay to wear pants. This is who taught you it was okay to celebrate Christmas, so on and so forth, all these man-made holidays. Hey, we're gonna read about the people that gave you the okay to wear that cross.
Right.
Because that
Bring
cross
it
is
out!
not biblical. And I know you don't know that, but watch this. This is just the topic that we on. Read that.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
My brother, what's your name?
Joseph.
So Joseph, at one point in time, God says that we were gonna have to serve our enemies. Slavery. Look, the Mexicans got put in slavery as well, bruh.
Bring it out, teacher.
And I don't know if you know this, but the black and Hispanic man, we are the same exact people.
Right.
Because we come from the same forefather. It's not about a brother being darker than you, right? We are the same people, and we're different shades of brown.
Right.
But you were conquered by the Hispanics. We were conquered by the English and the British. That's why we speak English. That's why you speak Spanish, because you were conquered by the Spaniards. You understand? We the same people though, right? But sis, this is why you wear pants. Because, read on,
Which the Lord shall,
the top part.
therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So God says you are gonna have to serve your enemy. Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
Sis, whenever we want food, we gotta serve our enemy. Not only in the time of slavery, but today. Think about it. Do we own Walmart? Do we own Food Max? Do we own Rayleigh's?
Bring it
Do
out!
we own all these food corporations? Do we own Arco?
Bring it
If we
out!
wanna go get gas, right? To put in our vehicle? No, we don't. Read on.
And in thirst.
And in thirst, whenever we want water. Do we own any water? Does black people own any water reservoirs, any water companies? Any water wells? No, we don't, right? Read on.
And in nakedness.
And in what?
Nakedness.
And in what?
Nakedness.
And in what?
Nakedness.
God says the way you learn how to wear pants was from your enemies.
Bring it out.
How do we cover our nakedness? With the clothing. Think about just the clothing store of Walmart. They give you the option to choose, or they give you the option, I'm not saying it right. They put the dress code out there for you to go in there and buy whatever section. So whatever they put in the women's section, oh, these are women pants. God never said that.
Right. Bring it out.
There's no such thing as women pants. There's no such thing as man dresses.
Bring it out.
There's no such thing, right? So now we've been destroyed for the lack of knowledge, and the lack of knowledge is us not knowing the commandments and us not knowing who we are. Give me Baruch 2 verse 30. Baruch 2 verse 30. So now I taught you one commandment, sis, all right? I taught you one commandment, but I really want you to understand your nationality as well. It's very, very, very important. You an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's
so
right.
I'm teaching you all these things you was never taught, the same way you was never taught your biblical nationality. You understand? Now watch this. Read that, Baruch 2 and 30.
Baruch 2 verse 30.
Yep.
For I knew that they would not hear me.
So we know, God knows that we wasn't gonna listen, right? So think about our people, everything I'm teaching you. You humble. A lot of our people are rebellious to the word of God. A lot of our people don't listen, they go back and forth, and they ultimately just don't believe the word. Watch this, read.
Because it is a stiff-necked people.
God calls us a stiff-necked people. Think about it. If you're trying to talk to somebody, right, and they keep walking, they keep their head straight, like stiff-necked. They are stiff-necked people. That's what God said about us. Watch, read.
But in the land of their captives.
So in the land of their captivities, in the land of their captives, go ahead.
In the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
That's the point. You're remembering who you are.
That's
you're remembering
right.
your culture. You're remembering where you come from.
Right.
You remembering that you're a princess on earth.
That's right.
That's what you
Teach,
remember.
Jack.
Give me Jeremiah 17:4.
Bring it out.
You're remembering your culture. Wearing a dress every day, that's a part of your culture. Y'all, you know the only thing that you missing on that dress is fringes.
Bring it out, huh?
Have you heard of fringes? You see the fringes that brothers got on? These, how you doing, sis? How you doing? So we teaching our culture that was taken. You said Rainisha? Clarinisha, right? So we're teaching our culture that was taken from us, right? Give me Jeremiah 17:4 and Numbers 15:38. Read.
Jeremiah 17 verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
So God says we were going to be cut off from our heritage. When? During the time of slavery.
Right.
We have an heritage. You think Christmas is our heritage?
Teach, Jack.
Have you heard about the Feast of Dedication?
Yeah.
So Christmas is just one day with gifts. Dedication is 7 days with gifts.
Bring it out.
7 days. God's high holy days is way better than American customs. We just are not being taught the true customs of the Bible or being taught who we are. Why? Because God said we were cut what?
Thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
We're cut off from our true heritage. Read on.
That I gave thee.
That God gave us. Think about it. We don't really follow the true customs that God gave us. Think about it. We think we real niggas out here.
Bring it out.
You know what's better than a real nigga? A real God.
That's right.
We the real gods of the earth. A real nigga ain't nothing.
Right.
A real nigga will leave his woman and a baby in a single parent household. That's what a real nigga
Bring
do.
it out.
A real nigga is gangbang. A real God take care of his woman and his family.
That's right.
And his kids.
Right.
That's what we do. Everybody over here that got kids, that's married. How you doing, youngster? How you doing? What's your name? You said what? Mika. How old are you, Mika? 19. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, right? So now we're just teaching right now. We're on the topic of us being cut off from what our true culture is. Because we was cut off from that. Because I know being 19, in college and in school, they're not really teaching our history like that to why to the reason why we are how we look today, right? What do you think as a young lady, right? And I want to pick your brain too, right? Why do you think our communities is the way it is? Do you think it's cursed or blessed the way we live as a nation of people? Do you think it's cursed? Why do you think it's cursed?
Because if it wasn't, people wouldn't be on the streets.
People on the
On
streets,
drugs, all types of stuff.
gangs,
Yeah.
right? So on and so forth. So that's good stuff. What you got? Why do you think do you think we're cursed or blessed? Why? It's too much wrongdoing, right? So we don't follow the customs that God gave us.
That's right.
Think about
Bring
it.
it out.
That's how you know we cursed.
Right.
That's how you know our communities is flipped upside down, because we follow man-made tradition.
That's right.
That God actually tells us not to celebrate.
Bring it out.
Think about it. Could you find Christmas in the Bible?
Let them know. Bring it out.
Can you find Thanksgiving in the Bible? Can you find 4th of July in the Bible?
Bring it out.
Think about 4th of July,
Teach, Jack.
1776, right? Christian, I got a question, Christian.
That's true.
In 1776, right, what were we doing? The Black Hispanics and Native Americans in the year 1776, because that's what we're celebrating. We're celebrating independence. So what were Black and Hispanics doing in 1776?
No.
No, it's not spoken about.
Well, we gonna speak about it.
Bring it out.
We was picking cotton.
Bring it out.
We was picking sugar
Bring it
cane.
out.
We was picking tobacco.
Teach.
That's what we was doing. We were slaves. So I got a question. Whose independence are we celebrating then?
Bring it up.
We celebrating white people's independence. You see that? we're not celebrating our independence. Give me Colossians 2:8.
Teach that.
And we're going to come back. Actually, finish that. I'm sorry. Finish that. Let's finish that scripture.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
God says we're going to have to serve our enemies. So, sis, right? We're going to be cut off from our heritage and that God gave us, and we're going to have to start to serve our enemies. Read on.
In the land which thou knowest not.
In a land that you know not. Go ahead.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger.
I bet you never heard that. God got pissed off. Have you ever heard about God getting mad? I thought God was just love. I thought he was just love, hugs, and kisses. God says, because we don't listen to him, we're going to have to serve our enemies. Go ahead.
In the land which thou knowest not. We have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Hey, young sis, why you leaving? You gonna get something to eat? I got a question. Do you believe in God? If I told you today you're not supposed to be buying and selling, would you wait until tomorrow? Come here. Give me Numbers 10.
Bring it out.
Nehemiah.
Nehemiah.
Let me show you something, young sis, right? So we out here for the love of our people, right? And if you ignorant to something, that means you just don't know, right? So we're going to teach you, according to the scriptures, that you're not supposed to be buying or selling today because it's the Lord's Sabbath day.
Bring it out.
We have 6 days to go do all that, right? We got 6 days. What's the Sabbath day? Do we know?
It's Saturday.
Is what?
Saturday.
Saturday. You know that.
Yes, my auntie, she tried to get me into this.
Okay, so watch this. So it's a Sabbath day, right?
Yeah.
Saturday. 2 days is Sabbath day. So now my question is to you is, how do you keep it holy unto God?
By
Give me all
you're
the
not
precepts.
supposed to go to work.
Okay,
You're supposed
no
to be
working.
you're supposed to be at home chilling.
Okay.
You're not supposed to eat at a certain time.
No, you can eat. You can eat whenever you like on the Sabbath day. You can eat whenever you like.
Okay, yeah,
You're not, but it's something specific to what you eat. What you can't eat. You can't eat. I'm since we're on eating, let's get Exodus 35. Right? Exodus 35 and 3. Read that.
Exodus chapter 35, verse 3.
Bring it out.
Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
So kindle fire or what?
You're not supposed to cook.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go. So Sabbath, we're not supposed to cook. So if we can't cook on a Sabbath day, when do we cook? On what? What about the day before though? Think about if you want chicken, if you want your spaghetti. You're not going to be able to warm it up, but you can still cook it the day before. Watch this. Exodus 16:23. Read.
Exodus 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord.
So if he's speaking on this day and he's saying tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath, that's how you know it's Friday. All right, read on.
Bake that which you bake today,
So he says cook or bake whatever you're going to bake today on Friday. Go ahead.
and seethe that you will seethe.
So boil whatever you're going to boil. Go ahead.
And that which remaineth
So
over,
whatever you have remain over from what you cooked on Friday, which is called leftovers, go ahead.
lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
On the Sabbath day.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.